Alright, what is going on, guys? WeBull is back again, coming at you with the top 10 Heart characters of Bleach Brave Souls. Honestly, Heart is actually a stacked, honestly, it's just a stacked attribute with plenty of great characters, plenty of great SP characters, as well as NAD characters. Probably the best NAD characters in the entire game. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. Alright, boys, let's just talk about the elephants in the room, and that is Coyote Stark and Yamamoto. Honestly, I don't feel like they would really make the list if we're talking about PvE. Obviously, we're talking about Brave Battles. Yamamoto's king. Yamamoto's going to be excellent for getting your ass into third seat, but aside from that, honestly, I don't really see him being much useful. And honestly, anywhere else except for maybe... No, not even Guild Quest, because his killer is horrible for Guild Quest too. Epic Raids, maybe, but then let's like, why would you just not use Eisen? You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of other characters that I feel would fit over Yamamoto, unfortunately. If he got Guard Break, I think he would have been excellent. Same thing with Stark. If Stark got Guard Break, I think he would have been an excellent character, even with the killer that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I see a lot of people are like coming at me and they're like, but Spite, he's a good hybrid. When has there ever been a good hybrid aside from White Zengetsu? Like, his kit doesn't let him be a good hybrid. He's just confusing to look at NAD character. I don't know what else to say. All right, so anyways, getting right into it, I do want to do an honorable mention for the King of Arena, or at the very least for 2 days before K-Lab's like, you know what, we should probably just throw status element immunity on the art book Ichigo and completely invalidate this character that people made the mistake of summoning on. He has the 18% mag for strong attack, and that's honestly the 18% mag for strong attack. The barriers would have been good in Arena, but like, since Eisen also has Soul Reaper Captain Killer and dodges half of his attacks, this character just falls off way too easily. Let's begin. Number 11, and I do want to do a number 11 on this one, or you can just put him as the final honorable mention. Mugetsu. Mugetsu is still a really good character that's actually incredibly accessible for the most part. He does have a debilitator of 5 seconds, weakening on everything, hollow and no affiliation killer. He still has a pretty good kit with the lunge, 800 AoE, and the full screen third. Recover 20% stamina so that you can build him with T15 at full stamina damage boost. He does have Sprinter +2, which is nice. Honestly, he's a pretty damn good character, and since he's accessible, like, he's worth max transcending if you're able to get the final copies. Aside from that, I feel like he's fallen off quite a bit in comparison to some of the other characters, and yeah. Alright, number 10th on the list, we do have Rukia. This character is actually pretty good. I feel like she's a little bit underwhelming compared to some of the characters that we're getting nowadays, but like for Heart, honestly, since we don't really have a crazy amount of busted SP units, I feel like she does deserve a place on this list. Strong attack recharge minus 14%. She does have Berserker 20%, Havoc 20%, Guard Break, which is really nice. Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Sprinter plus 1. I wish she got Sprinter plus 2. I feel like that would have helped her be just a little bit more nasty. She does have Soul Reaper Killer, paralysis on everything. Arena skills, she gets paralysis immunity, which is actually kind of nice. She also has fire immunity and poison immunity for her innate skills. Going into her actual kit, she does have a standard lunge for strong attack. Her second strong attack is going to be the vacuum into explosion, the same as Aroñero, Soifon, and Momo. Unlike these other three though, she does have Havoc 20%, which means that she does have better range. Her third strong attack is a standard full screen, 1200 radius, which is actually really good as well. So yeah, I mean, I think the only thing she really falters with is that I just feel like lunges are slowly becoming phased out. But aside from that, like being able to lunge, go into your second strong attack, do the vacuum, proc your paralysis if the enemy isn't already dead by that massive damage or the massive amount of hits. Her second strong attack, how many hits does that do? Like, her second strong attack has 58 hits built into it. Really strong second strong attack. Pretty much guaranteed to proc paralysis unless you're bad at the game. And, well, let me if you miss. Yeah, so 9th on the list, we do have Nano. There's no way I wasn't going to be able to... There's no way I wasn't putting Nano on this list. Nano is a queen, bro. She has a 3000 length beam for strong attack, a boost barrier second strong attack, full screen third strong attack, one of the best support units when it comes to Guild Quest. For regular PvE, she does her job just fine. She does have status ailments as well, so that kind of helps her out in content like IT. The barriers are really nice unless you're running with Eisen, though to be fair, when Eisen wasn't the thing, this girl was like I don't want to say necessary, but when there's not that many crazy SP units, this Nano helped carry hard. So Berserker 20%, Havoc 20%, Frenzy, Enhancer, so Team Booster, which is really good, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Paralysis on everything but her second strong attack. In Guild Quest I run her with full stand because she doesn't take damage. Like her with Rukia is such a killer combo, even at 1 of 5, which is really nice. So yeah, so 3k length beam, standard full screen third. Her second strong attack is that garbage AoE second strong attack, the one that's like around herself, which I do feel like that does bring a negative trait. I did bash on Halibel's like Bongo Cats a little bit for that, but like I mean she does have the beam over the Halibel where she Halibel has a lunge, so I have to give credit where credit's due. This Nano is actually really good. I see a lot of people ask me if she's worth working on. If you really like her, then yeah, go for it. I mean, why not? Next on the list, number 8, Lisa. Lisa, my darlings say they want to play, so won't you indulge them for a while? I would love to play with her. Wonderful darlings, bro. And she got the easy access too. Like there's no support, there's no straps, bro. There's no straps. Like you just and you get to see her little chochita a little bit, which is really nice. So going into it, Lisa is actually pretty good. Her only real I feel like this character came out too soon, and someone brought this up to me, and it's like, yo, Spite, imagine if she came out like a month after anniversary and they gave her freeze and burn on all of her attacks. I feel like that could have been really cool, because she does have the ice and fire when it comes to her snakes. She does have freeze on her first, her nad, and her special move, and weakening on her second and her third strong attack. Now her second strong attack is a crawling vortex, which I do have to knock on her a little bit, but her first strong attack is the 3000 length beam. Third strong attack is a standard full screen. So mind link slot potions plus 5. We're not even going to value that in terms of like her placement here. She's just a really good character. For team party, she does have heart attribute, soul reaper damage to status element affected enemies plus 20%. This strong attack, I didn't really value it all that much. It was nice because you couldn't, but like you couldn't, there's not many characters with like disabler that really make use of this when it comes to soul reapers. But now that we have Eisen with frenzy plus 2, we were running epic raids, and she buffing Eisen's like just his soul reaper damage because he procs weakening and drain so often. She's just insane, dude. Running one of her with 3 Eisens in IT, as well as running like 5 Eisens and 1 Lisa, or have a boost in there somewhere. She's excellent, bro. She's super good support when it comes to Eisen. Berserker plus 20%, Havoc 20%, Frenzy, Devastation 40%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds for her freeze slash weakening, Sprinter plus 1. Overall, just a really good character. Already went over what she has for her strong attacks, like, you know, the beam, standard full screen, crawling vortex, kind of doogie, but whatever. Freeze immunity for her innate skills, which is nice because usually when it's like Hollow Killer week, which she does have Hollow Killer, freeze resistance actually comes in really handy there. Number 7th on the list, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of bittersweet, but it's kind of funny. Zengetsu. Now Zengetsu is pretty much a carbon copy of Mugetsu. Heart attribute, soul reaper, strong attack damage plus 20%, so he does buff Eisen, which is really nice. Berserker 20%, damage to weaken enemies plus 20%. Like say you don't have Eisen, you could run him, and then you'll be boosting the Eisens, and you'll be able to proc weakening relatively often with Eisen, so being able to just make use of that damage to weaken enemies could be really nice. He does have Sprinter plus 2, and he has much faster activation times than Mugetsu. That's really good. Activation times in this game are super important. Zengetsu is literally just an updated version of Mugetsu, and I think that Mugetsu was a great character for his time, and I think that the Zengetsu, even though he has a Rancor killer instead of Hollow Killer, is pretty much a copy of Mugetsu. If you're mad at losing the 20% killer for hollows and no affiliation, then at least you get heart attribute, soul reaper, strong attack damage, and you get berserker 20%. So he does deal more damage too. Next on the list, we do have Chojo. Chojo at number 6, he does have an excellent kit. Like, he has the standard full screen third strong attack. His first strong attack is going to be the 3000 length beam, and his second strong attack is the 960 AoE circle. Overall, just a really, really good unit. He does have a captain killer, which helps for Captain Week, but not necessarily for regular content. That being said, his special move does proc paralysis, and on top of that, every single hit, but on top of that, after he uses his special move, he actually gets a walking vortex around him that also procs paralyze to the enemies right away, which is really, really good. Being able to nuke in Guild Quest and then just be able to run around with your vortex to proc it on the last boss, even if the last boss hadn't spawned yet, after your initial just burst damage from the special move, is really, 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 really nice, because you also get damage to paralyze enemies plus 20%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Frenzy, Havoc 20%, Berserker 20%. Overall, Chojo is just an excellent unit. If you have him, work on him. He's worth it, in my opinion. Next on the list, number 5, Grimjio. I won't let anyone deny it, bro. Yo, Grimjio, yo, I'm not gonna lie. There's 3 NAD characters in this top 5, and I'm not I personally hate ordering SP with NAD units, but in this case, since most people wanted me to, we're just gonna put them all together. Grimjio, damage reduction 20%, Soul Reaper killer, fastest auto unit in the game currently. If the enemies don't have guard, Nell Yell is the fastest auto unit in the game, but Grimjio is the fastest auto unit in the game, just straight up off rip. Hit hidden enemies plus 100%, so you don't have to use a Zeta Pill. He does have poise, he does have guard break, so he won't be stopped, and on top of that, he'll be able to just pierce through with his damage. Flurry, Bruiser plus 40%, Berserker plus 50%, Sprinter plus 1. Overall, this character is just absolutely nuts. His strong attacks aren't really all that special, right? Standard lunge, second strong attack is, I think it's a lunge, but I could be wrong. I don't really normally use this second strong attack, or I just auto with him, I'm not gonna lie. And his third strong attack is going to be the vacuum into explosion, which is good for grouping up enemies as well. It is an AoE distant, but it does gather all the enemies even if they're slightly behind you. So if you are being ambushed, being able to put all the enemies in front of you to punch them in the face and all that is really, really, really good. Overall, this Grimjio is excellent, and if you pulled him, definitely consider working on him, especially if you're new. He will carry hard. All right. Next on the list, we do have Loopy. Now, Loopy is such a wonderful, wonderful friend. He is there for you, and he will show up even when you don't want him to show up. He is a marvel. He is grand. He is love. He is life. Loopy. I've been doing this for way too long. Alright, now for real, let's get this garbage out of here. Next on the list, we do have Tokinada. Tokinada at number 4. I do love Tokinada. He is so good, but he has, I don't want to say he's fallen off. I feel like he's just been kind of replaced, I suppose. He's still personally one of my favorite characters, but let's just get right into it. Now, he does have Soul Reaper Killer, which is really, really good. Normal attack damage plus 25% is his link, so enhanced NAD, which is really good. He does have a built-in bruiser of 45% with a team boost with enhancer plus 10 seconds. Flurry, guard break, range character, which is really, really nice for content like epic raids, guild quest. Even in IT, he autos IT, which is really, really good. He does need Misaki's help, I will say that. Paralysis immunity, Sprinter plus 1, Bruiser plus, Berserker plus 50%, so he can be run hybrid if you really want to build him hybrid. Personally, I like just building him with chappies. He still deals good damage with his strong attacks, even with a chappy build, which is really good. First strong attack is going to be the 2500 length beam, which is nice. Third strong attack, standard full screen, which is nice. Second strong attack is going to be the same strong attack as Bankai Hikone, where it's going to pull in as a vacuum and then push out kind of like a crawling vortex. I personally love this character so much. He also has a transformation mechanic, which actually gives him status ailments on his other attacks. So his first strong attack becomes ice with Toshiro, so he does get freeze. His third strong attack is Yamamoto's Bankai, so he does get burn. And his special move does proc weaken. Since he does have the transformation mechanic, you can refresh your cooldowns for the boost. So essentially, you can actually run him with like what, like 60 seconds of uninterrupted boost, which is kind of insane. And then on top of that, after his transformation runs off, then you get your boost back again. Like, this character is really good. He also gets a mag increase when he uses his special move, thanks to the transformation mechanic, which I think it's a 20% damage increase. So his magnification is 100, 120, and then when he gets transformed, it is magnification 120 to 150. So it is literally a 20% mag increase to his first 3 hits, and then the next hit gets a mag increase of 25%, so 120 to 150. Alright, next on the list, number 3, Misaki. Now, Misaki is a very strong unit, one of the best auto units in the game for the ranged hard category. A normal attack damage plus 20%, but with a bruiser of 60%. So bruiser of 80% just straight up off rip. Crazy amounts of freaking damage, because she also has a built-in boost and barrier for her second strong attack. Her boost barrier is also the 800 AoE circle in front of you, which means that it is not the standard garbage boost like Halibel or Nano. The first strong attack is going to be doo-doo. Her third strong attack is a standard full screen, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for her NAD, right? 80% bruiser. She has flurry, she has guard break, hit hidden enemies, poise as well, which is really good, something that Tokinada was unfortunately missing. Berserker plus 50%, so you can run her hybrid, but like I said, her first strong attack is Kaka. No affiliation killer is literally her only real downside, but for no affiliation week for Guild Quest, she's nuts. For IT, she's able to auto with if she's actually built properly. What else? Epic raids, she's insane. She's just nuts, bro. I don't know what else to say. Even when you don't have a booster for the appropriate weak and hard guild quest, she's really good as a side person, just because you have a boost and you get a barrier, and then on top of that, she hits really hard. So for ranged weeks in guild quest, if you don't have a good booster and you need a boost, she's really good. For melee, I use Uetsu. For range, I personally use Tokinada, just because I have Tokinada more built up than my Misaki, a lot more built up. I think my Misaki is 2.5. But yeah, either way, Misaki's absolutely insane. As a NAD character, she's the best. She's, in my opinion, the best NAD character for Heart to this day. Next on the list is just a character that's a bit more versatile, and that is going to be Shuhei. Shuhei is nasty, bro. This dude has nullified melee resistance, which means that taking him into content like extreme co-op, you can clear very quickly and not have to worry about being stopped by the resistances that you get there. Berserker 20%, Havoc 20%, standard lunge for strong attack. Second strong attack is going to be the 750 by 750. I don't personally like his second strong attack, but his third strong attack is a standard full screen, and where he shines the most is his debuff ability. Now that debuff ability is a minus 80% defense break with weakening applied, which gives you a 50% damage multiplier. And then on top of that, not only can they not deal damage, but you deal so much damage that this character can actually be taken into melee hard guild quest. He can be taken into any hard guild quest and perform relatively well. If you have a max transcended, you can take him into every guild quest, literally every single guild quest, and he'll perform just fine. Literally no other character can currently do that. White Ichigo you can't really do that with, because he's an ad character. Don Kanonji does not have weakening on his special. I think he has burn. I could be wrong. But yeah, anyways, no one does what he does. Shuhei is just absolutely nasty. I personally love this character. I wish that I had a max transcended, not gonna lie. It is a little sour spot because he doesn't want to come home. He came home once during anniversary. So lunge, 750, yeah, 750 by 750, AoE distant. This does lock you into place. It's the same strong attack as Art Book Ichigo's first strong attack, where it's just like the vacuum explosion. Not a bad strong attack. I wish it was the 960. I think he would have been much better. I think he would have been a much better character if he had that, but I mean, it is what it is. And standard full screen. Overall, excellent character. At number 2, Shuhei. I personally love this character. He's stupid, bro. And last but not least, I think it's kind of obvious. And I get it, alright? So many people come up to me and they're like, yo, Spite, it's like, oh my god, your lists are so obvious. And it's like, well, good. If the list wasn't obvious, that means that I'm not doing my job right. Because if you're watching my videos and you think that I'm not going to put Eisen in the first slot, like, Do you want me to lie to you? No, that's not what I'm about. So going into it, Eisen is freaking stupid. Like, he's literally just stupid. Just look at the screen. Look at why? Just look. All right. So Soul Reaper Killer, Captain Killer. He is a Soul Reaper and Hollow. Strong attack recharge minus 12%. He does have damage inflicted at full stamina plus 20% instead of Berserker, which I think is actually better for him. Honestly, since he got Frenzy plus 2 means that he gets 3 hits per strong attack. Him getting damage inflicted at full stamina is kind of like he got damage. It's kind of like he got Berserker, what, 30, 40%, something along those lines. Either way, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, weaken and drain on every single one of his attacks. He heals whenever he procs. He weakens whenever he procs. He stops them from dealing status ailments whenever he procs. He stops them from dealing damage and status ailments whenever he procs. Is stupid, bro. I don't know what to tell you. This character is dumb. He does have Sharpshooter as well, which means that he has Guard Break as well as Nullify Range Resistance, so you can take him wherever you want. Extreme Co-op, even in hard guild quests for melee week, I think that this character is probably going to perform just fine because the Frenzy plus 2 is going to proc Weakening so many times and Drain, so he's going to be able to heal himself up and get his damage inflicted at full stam should he hurt himself, and on top of that, he'll be able to proc the Weakening so much that the reduced resistance of the characters nullifying the weakening is it's kind of a moot point, bro. This character's stupid. Anyways, yeah, my bad, I'm going crazy. Hit hidden enemies plus 100%, devastation plus 40%. Now, going into his innate skills, he does have dodge of Soul Reaper damage, as if it wasn't already a huge screw you to most Soul Reapers in the entire game. He's crazy in Arena, crazy in Guild Quest, crazy in IT, crazy in Extreme Co-op, crazy in Epic Raids. He's literally just absolutely insane. Paralysis immunity as well. Going into his actual kit, his first strong attack is the 3000 length beam. However, unlike the standard 3000 length beam, he has a width of 1020 instead of 870, which when you do the math over here, 1020 divided by 870, it is a 17% increase in the width of the strong attack. So this strong attack actually takes down characters throughout the entire corridor in standard content. I'll put a clip over here. You'll see what I'm talking about. Like, you'll see that the width is just absolutely insane because he has the same first strong attack as Shunsui. Second strong attack is going to be the 960 by 630. Now this is the standard 960 AoE circle in front, except it also comes with a homing vortex, and his third strong attack is a standard full screen third strong attack. His second strong attack is a 75 hit vortex instead of the standard 50 like Byakuya has because of the Frenzy plus 2. So the chances of actually proccing Drain and Weaken is actually significantly enhanced. The fact that he can the fact that he procs Weaken and Drain at the same time, in my opinion, just makes this character an all-round insane character. And I see a lot of people, I saw a lot of people saying that since he doesn't have Berserker, he's gonna get phased out. Bro, he has damage inflicted at full stam and didn't sacrifice strong attack recharge. Frenzy plus 2 with those status elements is insane, bro. It's absolutely insane. But anyways, that's pretty much the list. If you don't like it, stay mad. Go into your little hidey hole, plug yourself with a little toy, and then, yeah, I honestly don't know what else to tell you. I know that the list might be a bit obvious to some, but at the end of the day, I'd rather not lie to y'all. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys grind, I'll catch up with you. Stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And may the almighty Khan, hopefully he comes out sometimes this year. We need a buff Khan. Stay blessed, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.